but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alex O, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. What you know about juice? Making the moves that'll blow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios taking well over exceptional gain. I'm trapping this game, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pen full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an outer game with an auto flame. With a lot of hate, get about the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing guys so pretentious. Drapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me, but it's TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alex O, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alex O, crypto, on the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alex O, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alex O, crypto. 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 On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alex O, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. What you know about juice? Making the moves that'll blow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios taking well over exceptional gain. I'm trapping this game, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pen full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an outer game with an auto flame. With a lot of hate, get about the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing guys so pretentious. Drapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me, but it's TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alex O, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my pinches. Drapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me, but it's TRB. Have you heard of TRB?
A pencil. Really? This guy comes on here with a Canadian flag and a pencil. Do you guys have a notebook? What's going on, gang, 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 gang? How we all doing? How we all doing? Are we all crushing the trades today? Best classes ever, says Chris Klein. What's going on, man? Miller High Life. All sets in the chat. What's going on, bro? Chris Klein, RS Miller, Mark Dutch. What's going on? What's going on? Luke Zaldana. Alexandra G. Plumber's Bum in the house. Mark Dutch. What's going on, my man? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Yahoo! I'm gonna win. It's my favorite beer. Uh-oh. Curtis Neal's in the chat. What's going on, brother? Good to see you here. Alexandra G says there's always something to be grateful for. I agree with that. We got Crypto Billy, Biomex, Billy Goat Tails in the chat. What's going on, guys? Ray Sersky. Hope you're having a good day. So many OGs. Ty Malone, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good day. Melissa, good to see you, Mel. My God, my God, my God. Jonathan Schaefer's in the chat. You guys better behave yourselves today. My God. Whew. You know when Schaefer's around, the sheriff. The sheriff, the sheriff, the sheriff. Yo, S.A. Razor, what's going on? Sunrise, caffeinated crypto. Notebook always. Notebook always, guys. Come on. Right here. Always ready. You want to know the trade setups? You want a diary? Dear diary. Today I over leveraged and I mistakenly put on 2 margin, mistakenly. And during my day, I was very emotional. Not only did I lose my trade and get wrecked, I took it out on my family. And then my missus kicked me out of the house. And now I'm in a hotel. And I'm thinking about revenge trading. The end. Document your trades. Hopefully that doesn't look like that. All right? Hopefully it doesn't look like that. And if you don't like to write it down, which I think it's better to write it down, but if you don't like to write it down, there is an awesome little trade journal that we have in our Discord if you weren't aware of it, okay? If you weren't aware of it. So Bitcoin. Where are we going to go? Where are we going to go? If you are looking for that trade journal, I believe I asked Kyle for it. Trade. Let's search journal. Journal. Invest to share trading journal. Just type in journal in the search here. You can get it right here. Google Docs, okay, save it, use it. Let's see how awesome this is, okay. Okay, we love Kyle. Invest. Oh, look at all this goodies. You guys are spoiled, man. You guys are so spoiled. But yeah, there's a trading journal within the Discord, and you can use that to track your trades. And make sure you guys track your trades too in order to improve. There's always time to improve. There's always something to do, something to learn, something to add. And it's all very important to be honest with yourself. Now, a lot of people have said that they want me to move my head over here because they like to see the scale on the right-hand side. What do you guys think? I could just go from up here. Maybe up here. Is this like stance up here? Maybe if I go up here. So I've been asked to go over here. We're going to try going from over here. I used to be over here. So we're going to go over here now. Honesty is the best policy. It's the only policy, in my opinion. Yeah, I agree with you. We are sponsored by BloFin and Market Cypher. If you want to help the channel out, you can go over and use the links in the description below. So margin is basically your capital, Luke. Basically, how much money are you using? How much are you looking to make? And how much, right? So if you got $1,000, right? How much are you putting on a trade? That's up to you. I would put 1 to 3%. So let's say you're putting $30 on a trade. And then you multiply that by your leverage. This is your margin. Okay? Depending on how degenerate you are, but leverage is meant to replace your maximum income or replace the amount you're holding on an exchange. That's how I use it. But how much are you putting on, right? So how much are you putting on and how is that? But that's the best place, bottom left. Oh, thanks. You're the best place. Jonathan Schaefer is looking for a house, so if anybody's got a little otter den that they're willing to share, maybe you could hit him up in the Discord. I'm sure that he's with this what are these blue lines on my chart? This is not my regular Bitcoin chart. I was getting confused. Alex O crypto topless nipple stream. Uh-oh. I don't think that would ever happen, guys. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I think if you're looking for that kind of content, I think Gio likes to take off his shirt every now and then on his live streams. Maybe you go over and throw a pickle his way. He is a friend of the channel. However, we try to keep it a little bit censored here. Okay, keep it a little bit censored. So I'm gonna get a little bit of shrinkage going on here first. All right, there you go. Now you got all of me. Okay. So how we all doing? The sentiment. How is life treating you? A lot of you guys said great, down, I have hope, and I am broke. So for those who are maybe down and broke, hopefully we can provide some optimism for you. It's not easy. Life is not easy. Sometimes you got to have a good community amongst you and people, like-minded people, you know, trying to bring you up and hopefully trying to bring you up, right? Bring you up. Motivation, situation. You don't want to be around a bunch of negative Nancy's. You're definitely a direct reflection of the 5 people in your closest circle. So you want to keep a good crew, right? And the crew is the gang, and the gang is the Otter gang. And, you know, you can see we have some good banter in here in our Discord. We also have some pretty amazing trade setups given in advance. Kyle gave you guys a pretty awesome trade setup on SNEC. I've been giving you guys some levels. I have been very busy in my renovation. So Brewberry is crushing it as well, giving you guys so much on that free Discord. So I will be more active in probably a couple weeks. I'm trying to get the renovation done. I'll do a video probably tonight and tomorrow. I'll update you guys, but the community is where it's at, guys. Like if you're not feeling well and life's getting you down, well, there's a solution to that, right? And that's hanging with us. And I think the greatest skill I have is gratitude, okay? Gratitude, it sounds hocus pocus. But you can be grateful for anything, right? And I think that's going to be the superpower that I always say, is to definitely be grateful for what you do have. Accept where you are at. Be present in the moment. Drink water and exercise. And hang out with good people. Okay? Solana just retraced to bruised level from this morning. Okay. Solana. Bobana. I had a soul level for you guys. Let's see. Solana. Oof. Bouncing. Sky high? Sky high. No says sky high. Sky high. He just walked by. I don't know what he's doing. But gratitude is the best attitude you can have. Try to continue through our top-down analysis. Guys, if you want to throw some altcoins in the chat, that would be great. I'm going to go top-down on Bitcoin. Take the top-down on Bitcoin. Have a gander. Okay, we've had a little bit of a dump and a little bit of a pump, okay? No's. Yes. Sky high to the max, okay? But yeah, guys, it's so great to be a part of this community. And what can we see what happened with Bitcoin? A little bit of a rollover. Okay, nothing too concerning in my opinion. However, we haven't gotten down to that key level that I was looking at the golden pocket. Okay, we kind of faked it out. But we were eyeballing out a breakout this morning. So if you go over to my TA here, before this really happened, you know, we did have another leg down. So we did push down before heading upwards. But I suggested you could look for the breakout. And that goes without saying, is that, you know, it's not financial advice and all that stuff, but we had the fake out, okay, right here where it pumped up. That was right where the signal was given. Then we had the actual dump, bullish divergence pushing onwards and upwards, flagging out right now. Okay? So the breakout was mediocre, you know, and it's about 1.25%. Right? Nice 1% move so far. Autistic Ponyo AI giving away 5 gifted memberships. My man, thank you so much for your support. Curtis Neal, Chris Klein, Eric Koss Gaming, Mr. Zed, and Bjorn were gifted memberships from Ponyo, Autistic Ponyo AI. Thank you so much for your support. That's incredible, man. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Means a lot to me. Because no nipples. Yeah. You're welcome, man. I can promise you'll never get nipples out of me. Oh man, that's great. That's great. See, you get rewarded for not being disturbing. Oh man, good to see you, Zep. Thank you so much, Autistic. Thank you so much. That's awesome. So yeah, it's been a mediocre day. Things have bled out. Okay, and we were anticipating a pop come Thursday, Friday. Now, this morning we did have GDP. Okay, so we can assess that is that the GDP growth rate came in under. Okay, the forecast was 2.3. GDP came at 1.6. Okay, quarter over quarter. Expanded and annualized 1.6% in Q1, and compared to the 3.4 in the previous quarter, below forecast of 2.5%. It was the lowest growth. It was the lowest. He's not a grower, he's a shower. The lowest growth since contractions of the first half. Okay, GDP down, possibly bad. Okay, GDP down, possibly bad. Also, tomorrow, core PCE. So the forecast is 0.3. What do you think we're going to get? Maybe a 0.2? Nah, we'll probably get a 0.4 because it's probably higher longer. We'll have to see. But tomorrow morning, 8:30, we got a bunch of things. So if you are trading, I would be very cautious around these timeframes. Now, why is that? Because we typically get news and then we get a move, right? So if we were to go into, let's say, our 5-minute, and that was at 8:30, right? Our 5-minute, and this was 8:30. Okay, look at what happened, right? So you get the fake out to the upside and the dump, right? And I always suggest to you guys, when we have news events, if you are looking to trade them, always go to the dollar, right? Always go to the dollar. Let's go to the 5-minute here and look at 8:30. So what happens on the dollar? We get a pump and a V-shaped recovery to the downside. So V-shaped recovery. So a pump and dump. So inverse correlation, right? Inverse correlation. Up, Bitcoin down, and then continuation up, right? Dollar down, Bitcoin continuation up. Okay, so always look at the dollar to kind of lead the way. Sometimes it's the fake move, okay? But you can see the consolidation here, and then the continuation and that. So this would have helped you anticipate the dump on Bitcoin, and this consolidation sideways before dropping would have helped you realize the pump on Bitcoin. So put that in your pipe and smoke it, as they say, or not. Just always be watching the dollar. Sometimes even the S&P will give you that move as well. But mostly the dollar will give you that move, especially when we have printing, okay? Make sure that we are definitely looking at that. Okay, thank you so much for tallying the alts. Nick Musgrave, much love to you, bro. Much love, man. I appreciate you. It's going to be awesome, okay? It's going to be awesome. So make sure you're watching the dollar. So we've had, that fake out to the downside, the pump to the upside, continuation. The dollar is actually looking a little bit weak, in my opinion. If we look at the 4-hour here, we can see that we were making quite an aggressive push, right? So quite an aggressive push over, since the beginning of April almost, right? So beginning of April, We cooled off at the beginning of April, but that was just a retracement for a continuation here. So we are cooling off here as well. So let's see if we get back down, because you can see we failed to continue pushing up here above 106. Okay, 107 was kind of like, if we get up here, all hell is going to break loose. So there's a lot of downside available to us to the down on the dollar. So for me, this could be a bull flag continuation upwards, but I do expect a little bit of a retracement, which can lead to a little bit of a pump on risk on assets. Okay, so that's something that I'm definitely eyeing up in the near future. Okay, in the near future. So our North Star Bitcoin, where is it going? What am I looking for? How am I going to trade this? And we do have key levels. We did get a bounce. Looking at the 3-day, right? Looking at the 3-day, forecasting the future. We were looking for the 3-day to push through the 0 line. Okay, so we're looking for this posturing of our beautiful VWAP to push through the 0 line. You can see that we are starting to come below the 0 line on the momentum wave, pushing down. So we're looking for a trigger wave down below the 0 line. This is going to lead to a most likely a aggressive move to the upside, but it's a 3-day time frame, right? So we could be waiting till May 3rd, Friday, May 3rd. Friday, May 3rd. Don't forget the date, okay? Friday, May 3rd. However, going to our 2-day, we have a confirmed green dot. Okay, so a little bit of a different story on the 2-day. Confirmed green dot pushing to the upside. VWAPs over the 0 line. Okay, retesting the 0 line. Daily, however, did we have a daily blood diamond today, guys? I believe we did. Where's my market cipher A? No daily blood diamond here. However, quite an aggressive dump. Okay, quite an aggressive dump. Yesterday, now hammer candle. So hammer candles are bullish, right? Bullish. So we've come down. We didn't get to our full retracement level, but we have pushed up. Okay, so if this continues to push, this is looking pretty nice and bullish. Okay, for a continuation to the upside. Okay, we came up to that heavy area of rejection, which was the golden pocket. Okay, so we did do that, but we are looking for a continuation now, where we would like to see the break of these highs. Okay, this high here now at 67,000 is going to be the barrier, right? It's going to be the one that we really want to see this being broken. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm eyeing up for continuation, is to get above this topping here. Otherwise, we're looking for some sort of correction to the downside, being like an ABC like this, right? Where we come back down, sweep the lows, get everybody really scared, and then continue upwards. Okay, but I don't think that's on the table just yet, because we have made a couple of higher highs compared to the dump. Okay, so market structure is suggesting that this is continuation, so that we could see something that we have had here, where we have this movement down, and then we can see something like this back up, right? So this is what I'm looking for right now. We'll have to wait and find out. I think, and I think we'll have a good idea by tomorrow. Also, we got the moon cycle, right? So the moon cycle backing us up. As much as you don't believe it's true, it's been banging lately. So we got the full moon, 2 days, and then we get the print of the bullish candle. Okay, remember I said that, 2 days. 2 days after, 1, 2, the dump started right here. Right? This one, early, right? This one, 1, 2, dump started, okay? This one, 1, 2, pump started, right? This one, invalid, right? This one, 1, 2, dump. Okay, so just a little confluence, not anything to be like, I only trade moon cycles, bro. Far out, man. Okay? Daily blood on the hikes on hikeys. Okay. Heikinashis. You guys like Heikinashi candles? They're Japanesey. Okay? Heikinashi Japanesey. You got the big fat volume candles now too. Look at these things. They get fatter the more volume that's in them. And guys, if you didn't know, what was it? CVD. CVD, cumulative volume delta, okay? Volume delta. CVD is now available, okay? On TradingView, okay? A lot of us know CVD from Jason Casper. I think Frank uses it too sometimes. But for me, I know Jason Casper's the main man with that, so however, you typically use it like this, right? So you got your volume or your price action, your open interest, and your CVD, and you look for divergences between the price action and open interest. So if open interest is coming down, you look for CVD to come up. That's a divergence, right? And it typically is going to mean that there is some sort of whale above the price here, absorbing price, pushing it down, right? If your open interest is pointing to the downside, it typically means that. So I don't use it that much. I'm not here to explain it to you guys. But it's nice to know that it's now on TradingView, okay? Nice to know that it is on TradingView. DDT is our otter CVD. That's the one. DDT's our man with that, right? DDT, you got us covered. So maybe DDT can let us know. Yeah, because you can do a bunch of stuff with it right now. I'd have to have a play, right? But it's definitely it's pretty cool. You always get these updates, right? What's new, right? And you got volume delta and cumulative volume delta, right? So it's just volume. So you can open interest down, CVD up means short squeeze. Yeah, see, the man knows, okay? The man knows. I don't use it that much, but I know DDT knows his CVD. So that's interesting. If you guys want to check that out, definitely something to look into, okay? Now, on the daily, okay? The daily looking a little bit different. Very aggressive sell-off here on the VWAP, posturing back down to the downside. Same with the stochastics. Money flow still remains relatively thick at 17 here, but we are printing a red dot. Now, printing versus printed, there is a difference, okay? We haven't confirmed this red dot yet. If we continue to pump right now, this could be invalidated, okay? This could be invalidated. Just like how we had a 3-day green dot, we did have a 3-day green dot right here, but it switched, obviously, because we've dumped since. So if we do continue to push, I'm sure we can see a 3-day green dot as well, because these are adaptive. The momentum waves, the longer term time frames adjust as candles print, okay? Especially the long term ones, okay? So looking at the daily, nice little pushback, I would say. Are you guys feeling a little bit better about the markets? What is the sentiment of the markets today, right? How is the fear and greed? Let's check. Oh, this application didn't respond. Is he mad at me because I used the dad jokes? 72. So we were down to 50, which is pretty crazy, right? Which is pretty crazy. What do you think about the 8-hour? I'll take a look at it, Chris, on our way down here. So looking like we have more room to the downside here on the VWAP on the daily. Going to the 12-hour. The 12-hour is really what told us the story yesterday with the printing of the red dot, the dump, and the continuation down. Stochastic switching to red. Money coming out. Okay? 12-hour now looks like it wants to bounce back up. Okay? So we look for that bounce and continuation to the upside on the 12-hour currently. Okay? Going over to the 8-hour. Sorry I'm late. Seymour Liddy. Girlies love crypto. Okay. I only trade the 27.5 day chart, says Post. Oh, man. So looking at the 8 hour. The 8 hour looks bullish as fuck, okay? Looking at the 8 hour, you have VWAP coming up to the 0 line. You have money holding still at the 0 line. Not crossing over, but still. You have positive posturing to the upside. You have a triple bottom anchor trigger wave. Okay? Ooh, this 8 hour looks bullish as fuck. Thank you for pointing that out. So you have that triple bottom here that we had, the push up, the retest back, and the continuation, right? So this looks good. And you got a lot of room here. Okay, there's a lot of room to the upside here. On all the time frame, on this whole time frame. So this is looking pretty nice as long as we hold the money here. Now that's what would be indicative of higher movement for me. Beautiful hammer candle. Beautiful hammer candle. So the 8 hour looking hella bullish, okay? We bullish, bearish, crabbish, or otterish. So on Chart Prime, they have a new update. It's called Prophecy. You see this here? I've added it just because it sounds cool. Okay? And it tells you whether the market's going to pump or dump. This is a lead. I don't know, guys. I like the name. I don't know if I'm going to trade off of it, but the market dumps supposedly right now on this time frame. What does the market do on the 4-day? The market dumps. Weekly? Dumps. Does this change? It's got to change. Let's go to the 15-second. Can it handle the 15-second? Market dumps. It's got to say market pumps. Come on. Okay, so I guess we're still dumping, guys. So yeah, the 8 hour looking very, very bullish. The 4 hour as well, we've crossed over the 0 line. Green dot confirmed, pushing onwards and upwards. Coming up to the golden pocket retracement level right now as we speak, though. Okay, so this is a rejection level that I have. So we'll see if we do get that rejection coming up right probably within the stream, right? Looking here, you can see we got our golden pocket started the move, right? So we'll see if we get a rejection from there. We're also coming back and recovering some vector candles, right? You can see our downwards vector candle halfway up the candle, a little rejection back down, right? So there's a bunch to be aware of here in the next couple hours, but nonetheless, a nice, continuation pushback after having that wick coming down and clearly grabbing some liquidity and some order blocks down below. So short-term time frames, what do we see? We see the bullish divergence, lower lows, higher highs, continuation upwards, money flows trying to cross over at the 2 hour, looking to push back, right? Getting everybody a little bit scared. Oh, we're not sure. Triple top, right? And now the push down and continuation upwards. Okay, so in the near future, I would look for a push, a rejection, retest, and continuation upwards, probably back up to the previous highs of the range, which would be somewhere around here, around 64,397. Okay, that would be my area where I'm looking for the bounce and continuation back up. Okay, so I look for a rejection from here, then a continuation from probably somewhere around here, and we'll see how that works out during the live stream. But nonetheless, Bitcoin getting people a little bit scared this morning, and yet holding true and holding on for dear life, just like us. Okay, so overall, we're gonna go into the alts next. I'm gonna have a sip of water, but right now for Bitcoin, patience will prevail. We're in a bullish divergence. I'm looking for something where we're coming back, retesting, and continuing upwards. But for now, patience is the name of the game. Thank you guys so much for being here. We got 82 people and 44 likes. If you don't mind smashing those like buttons, getting that likes up to the watchers, that would be great. And we're going to jump into all of your favorite altcoins. We got the list. We're going to crush it and hopefully get you guys some alpha on all the goods.
On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alex O, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. What you know about juice? Making them moves that'll flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios taking well over exceptional gain. I'm chopping this so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pan full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an outer game with an auto flame. With a lot of hate, get about the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trader, get another play. They playing God so pretentious. Drapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me for the TRB. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alex O, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alex O, crypto. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alex O, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto.
I think we all know how much Dave Digital loves that the lyrics say staying true to the digital. I think we know how much you love it. I think we get the picture. My man. What's going on, Wick? Good to see you. Awareness. Then the daily might get invalidated. Yeah, if we do pump. Good to see you, brother. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Tony Soprano in the charts. What's going on, man? Zep, what's going on? Hope you guys are all doing. Patience is key, says Chris Klein. Absolutely, man. Jeanette's in the chat as well. Maybe we look at Proppy for you. We talked about Proppy yesterday, and I don't think you were here, but we were talking about it. The real King Solomon says fish hook. We can see the fish hook coming at him hard right now on a lot of the charts. Absolutely. Much love to you, man. Hope you're having a good day. AJXL. We be flying up now. Woo, says AJXL. Good to see you. David Brumbelow in the chat. All you guys are legends, man. Crypto Mancer, what's going on, man? Hope you're having a good day. All you guys are absolutely incredible. What you know about? Don't ask me for the TRB. Okay. So let's go over to Rune. We had a key level on Rune. Ooh, look at the key level guy. That's what they say in Toronto, okay? Guy. But clearly, look at Rune. We were identifying this with Rune from before, is that with the volume, we are within this range, okay? So you can see right here that we're within this range here, okay? So what do? We sell the top, we buy the bottom, right? That's the typical strategy. And then we have this area here that we know that we will move through fast once we push, okay? Very important to know. So we can look for a breakout trade to pass through this area at $6.11, okay? That's numero uno, okay? And that's a nice move back up to the previous consolidation, 14%, all the way back up into this area here, which is the other range, okay? There's two ranges. There's this one and the one above us, okay? But there's very to no little volume within this area except for back here. So we look to move swiftly through this area, okay? Now, we were in an uptrend. We got rejected. We've come back down. We've retested the golden pocket area that we were talking about from the previous TA, okay? Pardon me. I've been doing all the base sports today. My nose is itchy. Don't make any jokes, okay? I don't do that stuff. So looking at this. We've come down to our buy level. We have bounced. Okay, we have bounced. We didn't fully come down perfectly, but we have come down nonetheless. We are trying to hold this level at $5.46 as support to see if we can continue onwards and upwards. So you have your swing failure layer here, but you also know that you have a key level here at $5.40. Let's call it 46 cents. Okay, so for me on Rune right now, I'm looking for a continuation. Right, you can clearly see that we came up here, we made a higher high, now a higher low. So we're anticipating a lower low. That's what we would anticipate off a basic market structure. We can see the lower low, maybe a bullish divergence, and continuation to the upside. Okay, that's one option. However, let's look at the 4-hour. Momentum is looking strong to the upside. We've come into the green. We've dipped down to the red ever so slightly, but it does look like momentum is quite strong, and you can see the beautiful channel being formed here on your way up on the 4-hour. This does look likely for continuation. Okay, holding this area at $5.45 is going to be critical for us to continue moving onwards and upwards. So we are aware of this $5.20 area. Okay, however, we got down here and we've pushed back. So I would look for that continuation pattern, pushing onwards and upwards, trying to make a higher low right now. So you're looking for the higher low and then the continuation back up. Okay, how low we get within this box is totally up to Rune and up to Bitcoin to see how far we actually get. Okay, going into the short-term time frame, yeah, we can narrow this down a little bit. Let's pull a fib from swing low to swing high. So I'd be looking within this box here. Okay, just trying to isolate price, really let price come to us. Let's see the reaction of price within this area down here and see if it can get a bounce and continuation to the upside. Yes, we had that sell-off on Bitcoin, then the pushback. Now let's see if we get the retest and continuation, just like we were talking about with Bitcoin. Okay, just how we have clearly pushed out. We are looking for the retest and then the continuation, right? So we could be getting the retest right now and then the continuation. However, this looks very flaggy. I'd probably expect a push, then a retest, then a continuation. Okay, so that's what we'll be looking for throughout the alts, but really wanting to see Rune reclaim above $5.86 here, and then eventually push through the $6 area and get back up to trading around $7. That's going to be what I'm looking for on Rune. Okay, going over to Superverse. We did a lot of talking about Superverse yesterday. If you didn't catch the live stream on with Blockchain Crusader, we talked about Superverse. We talked about Seamless. We talked about Beam. We talked about a lot of good things, guys. So if you're definitely looking for any kind of inside scoop on some good altcoins, maybe that's the video for you guys. Don't forget to go and check that out. Looking at Super here. Okay. What do you see when you look at this, guys? So for me, I see a very aggressive downwards trend line that we have came up to, but we have been rejected off of, which is fine. Nonetheless, we did not make a higher high. Okay, we did not get above this high here. We tried, but we got rejected. Clearly got rejected, and we clearly haven't had that bounce that we would like to see. So coming back down to key levels of support, let's pull the fib from the low of this wick all the way up here. Okay, that's a bit. Yeah, I don't like that fib. So let's pull it up to this one, pull this down. That's better, right? You can see confluence, right? Confluence holding that level from the start of the move all the way up to where we are now. So within this area that we are trading in right now, down to the 786, is where I'm looking for structure to be formed, okay? When I'm talking about structure to be formed, what do I want to see? Well, I want to see first and foremost, I want to see that this low holds, okay? So I want to see us either come down to here, find higher highs and higher lows, okay? I don't want to see this sweep too far down unless it's a very aggressive sweep and a bounce back up, okay? I'm looking for this area here. This is where I'm looking to trade any kind of altcoin. I'm looking for the pushback, the higher high, to protect myself below here, market structure to be formed, and to be targeting back up above the previous high, okay? That's what I'm looking for in general, okay? So definitely want to make sure that we're watching for this kind of pattern where we're getting bottoming structure and continuation to the upside, producing higher highs and higher lows, okay? You can just change the fib like that. Absolutely. So with fibs, right, you can pull a fib from the low to the high, and the wicks change on all different exchanges, right? And you can see that this fib worked perfectly for this low here. Okay, so that may invalidate that fib level, okay? That this level is a key level, right? However, after coming back down, you started to make higher highs and higher lows, right? So I can pull fibs within fibs, right? So I can go in here. I can pull a fib from here to here. Look at that, golden pocket 786 bounce, okay? Isolating this area here, so we could have gotten that wick there, okay? I can pull it from swing low here to swing high here. 382 continuation bounce right here. And then I can pull from the start of the move. I call it the start of the move. So when I'm looking at market structure here, okay, we get the push up, the push back down, consolidation, right? The push up, the start of the move. Why is this the start of the move? Because this is what really catapults us on that move upwards, creating that higher high and higher low, right? We are making higher highs and higher lows, but it's very choppy. I like the start of the move because you can see that this is where we actually started to run up, okay? So this would be my key wick in pulling from, and then I'd pull it to the high, okay? So I'd pull it to the high, and that would be the level, right? So you can pull them from different areas, but it's clearly up to your discretion. If you're on a higher term time frame, I always try to go, like if I was here and I was looking for the macro, oh look, I go from the very top here to the very bottom here, right? And that's my macro golden pocket of this entire range. However, if I want to isolate price and get within a smaller term time frame, right? If I'm looking at this, my start of my move downwards is right here. Okay? So I will pull a fib from the start of the move down to here, and that would be the closest golden pocket that I would have on my chart. Okay? And it's just like over here on Bitcoin. Over here on Bitcoin. Okay? We identified this as a key level. This was a key level. We came up, we got rejected. We had this key level before it even got here. We didn't pull the fib from the swing high to the swing low. We pulled it from the start of the move, which was from here. Okay? And that's what gave us that key level. Okay? So there's different ways of doing it. This is how I find key levels. It's just very important to find out the basics, then back test it, and then definitely look at what gives you guys the best confluences. And this is what I found to work for me, right? Hope that helps. A little bit of a fibulation. So super. We're looking for that continuation bottoming structure down here at 92 cents. Really wants to get above that dollar, okay? Get above the dollar, hold the dollar, but we're looking for that swing failure pattern down to 92 cents. Let's go over to Ando. Real world assets, Ando. Okay. Ando. Ando. So looking at Ando now, what do we see? We see a very nice continuation here. Okay, so that would be my trend line for continuation. Higher highs, higher lows, right? Very nice signal of continuation to the upside, okay? Pushing and pushing and pushing. Very, very big adoption, right? Coming up, grabbing some liquidity up here, making higher highs and higher lows. This is looking strong, and we know the adoption and the narrative behind it, right? So that's definitely looking very strong, looking like it's pushing. So for me, if I'm looking to trade this, I'm looking to target all these key levels that I have that coincide with this upwards trend line because it's looking strong, right? So we're getting a green dot, money flow trying to push up, VWAP crossover as we speak, right? But overall, this is something, in my opinion, something like this, you can see this is an 8% move. But one thing to make sure you're checking, guys, and I learned this from OC guy on Piper Academy, is what is your average wick? Okay, looking at this stuff, right? If you're measuring your average wick, right? So if you go over here and you're measuring your wick, right? And you keep measuring all these wicks, you can see that you're having a 1.5. I know you guys are all going to make measuring your wick jokes, okay? 0.7%, right? But you can see on all of these, you're getting almost a 1% wick. Even more, 1.5% wick on all of these. So that is literally what you have to watch out for with your stop loss. You have to account for slippage or the vulnerability or the volatility of the actual move. So 1.5% means you got to have your stop loss and then add 1.5% to it. So your risk to reward needs to be in check for something like this. If you're trading this, you need to be making sure that you're giving yourself enough breathing room so that the trade plays out, but you also got to be very aware of how much your asset's moving. Because when your asset is moving like this, and you get slippage all the way through or volatility all the way through, instead of just being very straightforward, right? You got to account for that, right? You have to account for that. And that's something I've learned from OC Guy, and it's very true with anything that trades like this. Look how volatile it is, okay? It's just vibrating. It's vibrating rather than having smooth market structure. You can see, you can barely draw a path on this thing. You can barely, it's very choppy, right? It's chop city, chop city, right? So for something like this, if you're trading it, get out. You got to account for that, okay? You got to account for that. Now, Ando as a project, I'm sure it's going to do very well. Great narrative, real world assets, coming back down, retesting this trend line, looking for that continuation upwards, green dot, pushing up, fluctuating quite nicely in the middle of the stochastics up here. That's a good sign for strength, and holding this green stochastics up here as well. Going over to the 1 hour, you can see we're cooling off a little bit here. So I'm expecting a flag and continuation where you're getting something like this, where you're flagging. Continuation, you have big support down here, which is right around 81 cents, right? And you look for that continuation. If you want to split hairs and you want to get into the nitty-gritty, you can pull a fib from the swing low to swing high, right? And you can look for the retracement right around here as well, okay? So there you go. That's that level that I'd be looking for a possible retracement down to. And if you want to, from the start of the move most recently, which would be right here, you can get in, at 83 cents. That would be the more intermediate short-term time frame trading where you're looking at 83 cents as well for a possible bounce, okay? If you want to. And that's totally up to you guys, okay? Insert all the horrible jokes because you guys are you guys are fucking hilarious, man. Oh man. I mean, good thing I'm a carpenter and I grew up basically on a construction site. Like, you guys will never be able to top the absolute debauchery of a construction site humor. I've I ain't even gonna go there. Okay, I ain't even gonna go there because it's so it's so cringe. It's not even funny. Going over to Jupiter, okay, we've had quite an aggressive downtrend, but you can see that we had a bottoming structure here, money coming back in aggressively. Okay, so this is a good sign, but we have had a very strong denial up at this level, so I'm going to adjust this a little bit. But you can see a big, strong denial up at this level here. Let's pull the volume across, take a look. Oh, look at the volume that came in within that area, okay? So big denial. Not the river, but a denial nonetheless. So we look for that to possibly act as heavy resistance, okay? Adding another shelf of volume here so we can build some confluence. Now I'm going to pull a swing low to a swing high on our fib. Then I'm going to, look at that. So we're bouncing off the golden pocket as we speak. So you want to see the support being held here, push onwards and upwards, and getting above this $1.22. Okay, you can see that we are forming some sort of nice support here. So what did we say with Bitcoin? We want to see the price return back down and continue upwards, right? That's what we're looking for across the board right now. So if you want to split some hairs, let's do it. You can pull this right into our golden pocket area. Look how accurate that was for that bounce. Okay, that's incredible. But if you want to split hairs here, we can go into here and look at that coming right in at our key level of volume. We can be looking at this area as well, okay, if you want to split hairs, because this still is a 2% move, okay? This is more of a 5% move. So if we do come back down, we could look to bounce, but nonetheless, be careful with anything like this. Very similar to the chop, okay? Very similar to the chop. Do you prefer to swing trade or minute trade? I prefer to intraday trade. So I'm in and out of most of my trades within the day. Alex, crypto, can you look at these alts versus BTC rather than USD? Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Let's look at XRP Bitcoin. Jonathan Schaefer, we're looking at XRP. Can it look any more? Can it look any more stable? Oh man. Oh man. So I'm not gonna do XRP. That's just cruel. We can do ETH. I think ETH BTC is something I always check, and it's always important to check. Okay, so let's zoom out and let's do some shenanigans here. Okay, so why do you chart ETH BTC? Because of the rotation from Bitcoin into Ethereum and Solana into high, medium, and low caps, right? That rotation of capital, right? That we always talk about here. So why do we check ETH BTC? Because we want to see the strength coming back in, okay? The strength coming back in. And we haven't seen much strength lately except in Bitcoin dominance, right? So it's always good to check pairings because pairings will give you more of an insight of the strength of the asset. Now you can see that we do have our big red box here. Our big red box was literally that we're looking for it as we pumped into our beautiful bear market here, May 21st. So we can go and compare actually some notes here. Let's go into our other our long-term Bitcoin chart. So May 21st, 2021, right? May 21st, 2021. May, that was into our bull run, sorry. May 21st, May, December, October, oh, it's 2022. May. Okay, so here. So this is the dump, right? Dump, what do people do on the dump, right? They go and hold, right? So you can see here. Same kind of deal. So we see the boost in ETH BTC, right? The consolidation, then the slow trickle down. So we're looking for this to hold, right? This is going to tell us if this holds, we can look for a pushback. Let's see what happened on July 2022. Going over here, July 2022. Very grudgingly bear market, right? Terra Luna collapse, right? Coming down into the bottom of the bear market, right? So it's very important to see how these behave in relation. So big pump, Bitcoin gets stronger, right? Now ETH has been trickling down ever since, okay? Ever since. Look at how clean this downwards trend line is, right? So what's going to give us that kind of clear indication of big rotation of capital? Well, that's going to be the push and the flip of this, right? That would be indicative of a strong move. In the near future, what do we want to see? We want to see big, sexy, bullish divergence, right? That's what we want to see. And overall, want to see, okay, let's go into the weekly. Maybe we can make it even lower low, higher high. Very close. Very close. So you got lower low, higher high. Okay. So we can look for this to hold and push back, right? And this could be very bullish, right? Nonetheless, we have made a lower low. So that is a concern, right? So it's always very important to check your pairings in relation to what they're doing for Bitcoin, to see the rotation of capital and see how they're behaving versus the big daddy asset, right? Because Bitcoin is king and it'll prove to be for time on and time away. So it's a great way to not only look at the rotation of capital, but if you are looking for pairings to stack sats, right? So if you want to trade ETH BTC pairs, you can definitely make some Bitcoin rather than USDT, right? I think Post was talking about this, and I was gonna go over more of this later on this week. I've been looking at some pairings, but nonetheless, right now, we're not seeing that full rotation back up on BTC. What did you guys say here in the chat? Also a great way to stack sats without too much risk. Yeah, because the time is now. Let's go, Chris. Let's go, man. Yeah, so if you are looking for BTC pairing, that's the way to go, and it's a great way to, like Post said, stack sats, see the rotation of capital, and make money in Bitcoin, right? That would be the preferable payment, wouldn't it not? Stacking something that still is going up, right? So very interesting, something to learn about, something to also add to your confluence of your bags, right? Like for me, it's also, what am I rotating into USDT? What am I going to rotate into Bitcoin, right? Because obviously I always want to hold Bitcoin. That's totally up to you. But for me, I always want to hold Bitcoin. So I want to rotate some of my profits into Bitcoin, right? And some of my profits into USDT / Canadian dollars, right? And it's part of the game, right? It's part of the rotation of capital, and you got to be informed as best as you can. So let's go actually over to the actual XRP chart and take a look here. What do we see? Okay. Oh, I can't believe you asked me to do XRP every day. So we had a buy level for you down here. XRP 4-hour bullish, pushing up. Money flows good, looking strong. Look for the continuation here 8-hour cooling off, but VWAP's posturing to the upside. Looks like it could be moving up as well. We had a buy level here. Didn't fully respect it, but nonetheless, you are making nice bullish divergences, lower lows, higher highs, right? So this is looking to push up, take out this previous high, then probably retrace. That's what we're looking for today. So for me right now, nice bull div, pretty aggressive here, breaking out of this trend, pushing up. So I would pull the fib, which is probably going to line up with this key level here, a little bit lower. You could adjust this down to these lows here, matching up with support and resistance. That match up over here. You can even come a little lower. Okay, that's retesting of the highs. Yeah, so I would look for a retrace, probably back within this area. But XRP, you know, for me right now, it's got to reclaim this key level of resistance at 57 cents, okay? We drew this out. It came up perfectly and retouched it. Okay, so 57 cents coming back down. What am I looking for? I'm looking for that continuation to put in higher highs and higher lows, right? Even coming back down and revisiting 50 cents is still on the table here because you have put in a lower low right now. So you've come up aggressively. You've put in a lower low right now, which means you could just do one of these, right? Mini head and shoulders pattern right now and then come down, right? So I would say patience on this long because of that head and shoulders. You can see the head and shoulders, right? Patience on this. I would look for the retest and continuation. Otherwise, I'd look for it to come down and then clearly drop back down to this liquidity down below. But patience, right? We had the very easy sell wall, right? That was the easy trade on XRP. Now the more difficult trade, you could go from, you know, start of the move here. That's a little low. Let's see if we can get into it a little bit more. Nah, I don't like it. I don't like any of it. Revisit of the highs. That's basically what it's saying. Okay, so you're revisiting these highs here. If you fall, right? You bring this closer. There's your highs. Match it up. Bring it over, right? So if you fall, you're coming back down to here. You can look for the bounce at 52 cents. You got your key level of resistance right up here around 54.6, 54.7. And that big, massive resistance at 57 cents, okay? That's what I'd be looking for on XRP. Alex O Crypto, did you know Trader Geo challenged you to a fight at Karate Combat? I'm down. Did he really, Dave Digital? I'm down. I'm definitely 100%, 150% down. We're the same height. He's probably a little heavier than me, but I'm 100% down, man. We want to see two hobbits wrestling. I'm 100% down. Definitely. I mean, it would be fair. I mean, I'm an inch taller than him, but he's heavier than me. I'll train, man. I got the Bowflex. Let's go. I got the inner angry hobbit in me. Gio, are we doing it, bro? What's going on, bro? I see you in the chat. Oh man, that would be funny, man. It would be like Jason Casper's uneven butt cheeks wrestling over the underwear. That's what it would look like. Me and Trader. I don't know if the camera zooms in that much to capture the Shire. Oh man. I'm trying to find me and Trader Geo. I think there was a fight. I'm probably gonna get banned from YouTube for this. There it is. Trader Geo with the Swanton bomb on Alex O Crypto right here. This is what's gonna happen. Trader Geo is gonna give me the smackdown. I bet you my head doesn't even come above the top rail. I bet you it doesn't. I bet you if he threw me to bounce off the rails, I'd probably go through the little rung down below here and probably end up in the stands. Oh, man. Are you done? Okay, 1 second. I can pause this. I'll be right back, guys.
On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alex O, crypto. Fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. Alex O, crypto. What you know about juice? Making them moves, data flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios taking well over exceptional gain. I'm trapping this game, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pen full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an otter game with an auto flame. With a lot of haters, get about the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trader, get another play. They playing God so pretentious.
Okay, the plumbing is done, guys. I just had to go and check on the plumber. Yahoo! I'm gonna win. Otters fighting pickles. You guys are up to no good, man. You guys are up to no good, man. Oh, man. You guys talking about... Yeah, it would be a funny fight, man. It would be a funny fight. Nah, man. Go over and hang out with Trader Geo, man. Market Cipher family. God bless you, Geo. Hope you're having a wonderful day, man. Crushing those trades, crushing them gains. I see you hitting it, man. Awesome. Okay, let's go over to Render, guys. Taking a look at Render. My God, you guys make me laugh. The plumbing is good. The pipes are clean. Make sure the pipes are clean, long, strong. Get the friction on. Render coming down to our bounce level as well. Okay, so we're looking at this level with Render. Look at that, guys. You can. I gotta write a story about bounce levels. Because we bang these bounce levels like they owe us money. Okay, so you can simply see start of the move. 76 golden pocket, bounce. Was that here? It was probably down here. This move here. Okay. Retesting. Okay, perfect retest, guys. You can't write it. Perfect retest. One test, breakout, retest, continuation, right? So that's what we look for a lot of the time. Definitely nice market structure here on Render. And looking strong, okay? Looking strong compared to a lot of other things. So you can see that we are clearly in some sort of flag and trying to push higher and higher. So looking at Market Cipher on the 4-hour here, we can see that we have the VWAP crossover looking like it wants to cool off a little bit in the short term. Let's see the 12-hour. 12-hour, yeah, has been cooked down. So money flows quite aggressively down right now after that little bit of a dump of Palooza. But nonetheless, we want to see Render getting above that key level right here around $9.17. That's going to be what indicates us heading higher for longer, okay? Good market structure, though. Okay, good market structure, creating higher highs. Okay, that's the key, and higher lows. We could simply see what we were talking about with Bitcoin, something like this, and continuing upwards. So let's zoom in a little bit here. Let's take a look. Yeah, so we could see something like this. But right now, patience will prevail, coming down to our key level, bouncing right out of it. And then let's see here, swing low to... Yeah, so depending on where we get to with this push up, right? Depending on where we get to is where I will look for a retracement within this area here. This to me simply shows you that when we move up aggressively on any of these moves, you can see this, move up aggressively right here, right? If there's a vector candle, okay, you put on your TR main, you get your vector candles to the upside. And when you get a red dot, that means that you could possibly recover the vector candles, okay? So using a little bit of geostrategy here and understanding big move, vector candle, red dot, bearish divergence, opportunity to come back and reclaim the vector candle to the downside and bounce, okay? So it's pretty much how it appears on beautiful market cipher with the bearish divergence pushing down and coming back down into our bounce level, which is also an order block. So it is looking, yeah, look at the order block. Soft order block here, very loud order block down below. So it doesn't mean that we can't come lower on this, but we are looking for that continuation after making the higher high, right? We've made that higher high, so we're looking for that continuation to the upside, okay, until proven otherwise. Definitely going to be watching render for that bounce and continuation to the upside. Going over to Link. Retro Mike Tech with the one gifted membership, man. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Amy with Baby Fund. Gaz25 was gifted an Otter Gang membership, man. Congratulations. Welcome to the gang. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, so let's go over to beautiful Link. Okay, Link. What are you going to do, man? Are you going to get out of this friggin' $14 range, man? Link loves to range. We know that about Link, okay? You can see the range, deranged, okay? So we're within this range looking to pop onwards and upwards. Have we done so? No. Let's go and make it very simple. Highs, lows, long the lows, short the highs, okay? Very, very simple Link strategy, which actually pays quite well, guys. So the gang is out in full friggin' force, man. And I love you guys, man. Always showing up with the otters, smashing people's... You guys just destroy people's chats with otters, man. And it's absolutely incredible, man. I never thought that we would create a community full of crazy otters. Where do you plan to see yourself in a couple years? Well, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. We're going to be called an Otter Gang. And we're going to go into other people's channels and just absolutely spam the living bleep out of people's channels with otters until they pay attention to us, because we're giving alpha and we're helping people change their lives. So Link, guys, Link is painful. Link is for swing traders, okay? Look at this area here. I couldn't trade this, okay? This, to me, I would go absolutely nuts. This is like a 1% range. Some people can scalp this all day long. Kudos to you guys. Look at all the Lunar Beaches crypto. Let's go. We need a meme coin. Yeah, we definitely do need a meme coin. Jonathan Schaefer, when meme coin. But looking at this, Link is trying to push onwards and upwards. A very aggressive bear flag, right? So for me, it's holding these lows, continuing to push onwards and upwards. Let's see where the swing low is. Start of the move. Doop. Up to here. Yep. So you do have your golden pocket within this area here. You could look for a little swing failure pattern down below. something like that. But nonetheless, you are making higher highs and higher lows, or a simple revisit of the highs, which you have done already. So you've come back down, you've revisited these highs, right? So you could be looking there as well. So looking for here to hold support, a nice push up, a nice move down, and we're looking for something like that where it continues to push. Otherwise, you're coming down here, retesting these lows, and then continuing upwards, okay? That's what we're looking for on Link. OTG/USD. Otter Gang. I think it should just be OTR, Otter. Or no. What would the symbol be? I think just Otter. Straight Otter. Otter? Otterly fantastic? Otter Gang. Oh, man. Let's go over to OP. If you guys have anything else left in the tank that you want me to look at, just throw it in the chat, and I'll look at it for you guys. It's been an honor and a privilege today hanging out with you guys. You know, I'm super busy doing renovations, baby tests, Amy tests. We got a whole bunch of amazing community members here who helped me hold up this channel. Thank you to all the mods. Thank you to all you guys for supporting this channel and keeping me afloat and keeping me motivated, really. It's not always easy to come on, flip the camera on, the lights on, and talk about Bitcoin every single day, but it is a privilege. And you guys allow me to do that, and you keep the lights on for me, and I really appreciate you guys. Look at OP. We had the sell, we had the buy. Banging, baby, banging. So where do we go from here? Same kind of deal where we're looking for that, you know, swing failure pattern, continuation to the upside on the momentum waves, and pushing onwards and upwards, getting above this $2.86 level. Okay, that's definitely where we're looking for this to continue to. Overall, that's going to be where we need to go, right? We need to get up within this range. You can see that a lot of these altcoins have simply followed the same kind of pattern where we've, you know, bull runs on. Here we go. Look at us consolidate. Scared. No, we're all right. We're all right. We're all right. Nah, I don't know. Ah. Okay, and we want to see things start to break out and push back into these upper ranges that they were trading in from before. Okay, so a lot of things bottoming out. Great sign. We have aggressive trend lines coming down, looking for breakouts across the board on a lot of these things. You can see it on ICP. I just flipped through here. You can see it all the way across the board where you have this aggressive downtrend that we are looking to be broken, right? Injective, same kind of deal. Okay, things finding their levels of support, definitely trying to push back, right? Pushing back is where it's all about. So hopefully we can continue the push back, but we're aware, up or down, side to side, we're still going to make money, okay? So I appreciate every single one of you guys for supporting this channel. You are the reason why we do this. So I'll continue to show up for you guys. Thank you for showing up for me. It's been a pleasure. It's a little late now. We got the plumber in. The plumbing is done. All that is left is to clean, do a backsplash, and we should be moving ready. Guys, thank you so much for being here. God bless every single one of you. Have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
On the come up, better sit low. The product base, but it drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Band bass like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. What you know about juice? Making the moves, that of low casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios taking well over exceptional pain. I'm trapping this game, so participation ain't a hard put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pants full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an otter game with an auto flame. With a lot of hate, get about the lane, ain't about the trade. Have another trade, get another play. They playing God so pretentious. Drapes in these waters forbidden. Well indeed, that's a felony. Don't look at me, but it's TRB. Have you heard of TRB? I don't know. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto, on the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. On the come up, better sit low. The product base, better drip though. Pocket fat when the chips low. Alexo, crypto, fit the party like a disco. Fan base like my wallet, yo. Stay true to the digital. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. Alexo, crypto. What you know about juice? Making them moves that flow casual, breaking the news. Revenue proof, a building portfolios taking well over exceptional gain. I'm trapping this, so participation ain't a hard knock. I put in the work so you got knowledge. You ain't drawing with luck when you following us. The result is a pants full of fat pockets. Bada bang, that's an